Joining me now, though, from Bexhill is GB News' south-east of England reporter Ray Addison, because we've had the barge news, but this is other news now, isn't it, Ray? Because you are obviously at the site of a proposed disused prison site, which is going to be used to house, one would imagine, again, mostly single men who've arrived across the Channel, and they're going to be protests there, as you understand it.
Well, absolutely, Patrick. Yes, there's going to be up to 1,200 single male migrants housed here at the Northeye facility here in the quite sleepy seaside town of Bexhill, and it has raised concerns among members of the public. There are rows of houses right next to this facility which has had different uses over the years. It's been a prison, an RAF base, it's been a training facility for the UAE government as well, and a lot of concerns among residents about not only the safety of themselves and their families and their local communities, but also of the men that will be housed in this facility because it is in such a state of disrepair. Now, this announcement was made last week. Of course, today we're hearing about this initiative. Now, the government has signed a deal to house up to 500 asylum seekers on a barge. It's going to be moored, if that's the right term, in Portland Harbour in Dorset, and it's the Bibby Stock Home. Now, this has been used over the years for a number of different uses. It's been housed workers from various industries, including the construction sector, the marine sector, and the armed forces as well. It's 93 metres long, and its parent company, Bibby Marine, is saying that it's been refurbished for this purpose. It offers ensuite rooms, all with windows. Each room has a bed, a desk, it's got storage and ensuite facilities as well. And on board that barge there will be a laundry, a canteen and social spaces as well. And of course this is all part of the government's pledge, Patrick, as you were saying, to stop housing asylum seekers in hotels. We know that's been costing around £7 million a day. The Bibby Stock Home, meanwhile, will be costing about £20,000 a day to run. So presumably considerably less than individual housing for migrants in hotels. Now, of course, as you were saying, Patrick, the Immigration Minister, Robert Jenrick, has issued a statement in the last hour or so saying the Home Secretary and I have been clear that the use of expensive hotels is unnecessary. It's dangerous, he says, and it must stop in the interest not just of the British public, but of illegal migrants to this country as well. Now, this is just the latest of alternative accommodation options that have been considered and signed up, as our European neighbours are doing. Robert Jenrick says the use of barges and ferries has been used by other countries, and it will, they believe, save British taxpayers money and prevent the UK becoming, Mr. Jenrick says, a magnet for asylum shoppers in Europe. Now, all accommodation, according to this statement, will meet the UK's legal obligations, and they're going to be working closely, they say, with the local community as well to address any concerns, including through financial support. We've heard that here in Bexhill as well. More financial support for members, for local councils to help members of the community and help these new immigrants coming here to asylum accommodation integrate into the community. Now, of course, the Tory-run Dorset Council is opposed to the use of Portland Harbour as a site for the plans for this barge. And as you were saying, Patrick, local MP Richard Drax saying he will work to get this plan consigned to the dustbin.